Greetings and welcome back to Africa Cyber Guard Academy. So in today's tutorial, we are going to be doing the AWS Restart program lab number 277. The lab is on security, and in this lab here, we are going to do system hardening with patch manager via the AWS systems manager. So this is just to make sure that your systems are well patched and that your security is up to the standards according to the recommendations within the AWS infrastructure, and of course according to also your organization's a framework. So what are we going to do in this lab overview? In organizations with hundreds and often thousands of workstations, it can be logically challenging to keep all operating systems, application software up to date. In most cases, OS updates on workstations can be automatically applied via the network. However, administrators must have a clear security policy and a baseline plan to ensure that all workstations are running a certain minimum version of software. And therefore, in this lab, we are going to be using Patch Manager, which has a capability of AWS Systems Manager to create patch baseline. You then use patch baseline that you have created to scan EC2 instances for Windows that were pre-created in this lab. You also use default patchline to create EC2 patchline to patch EC2 Linux instances. So what are we going to do? What are the objectives? Patch Linux instances using default baseline, create custom baseline, patch baseline, use patch groups to patch Windows instances using custom patch baseline, verify patch compliance. Basically, this lab should take around 60 minutes, but we could take more or maybe less depending with your speed, of course, right? So let us get into it. Let's just get into it immediately. So okay, the console, we are going to be searching for the systems manager, select it and then go to node management, fleet manager, right? Okay, and then select the Linux one, then choose node actions, then you can view the details. Right here you can see the details such as patch type, OS name, the IAM roles, that allows you to use systems manager to manage this particular instance. So let us just go into it. Systems manager, right? So the systems manager is coming up, right? So after the systems manager, we will go navigate to node management and then the fleet manager. We'll be having pre-configured EC2 instances. There are 3 instances, 3 Linux instances, 3 Windows that have IAM roles. Okay, so we go to fleet manager. We're managing our fleet from the systems, and as you can see here, we have 1 2 3 4 5 6, of course. So we have 3 windows, we have 3 Windows systems, and then we also have 3 Linux systems. So as per the instructions, the checkbox check next to Linux 1, then node actions. So Linux 1, this is Linux 1, this is Linux 1. Then we navigate to node actions. Okay, then we can view this node. So here, this is where we can see all the information with regard to this node. So the node ID, the name, the key name, the ping status, this is reachable, Patch group, we still don't have any. Patch field account, image, instance role, node, state, patch critical, non-compliant count. You can see there source EC2 instance. The tags, we see, okay, we have several tags here, but we can manage them. But under the general, this is where we actually want it. Okay, all right. I don't even see the node, the OS name. Let us try to get that. Okay, file, operating system, Amazon Linux. You can see it there. There it is. Okay, and then so we can go back to our systems manager, and then node management, patch manager, and start with an overview. So that is where we are going to go. So we can go back to our systems manager just like that, and we go to patch manager, and we get to our patch manager. Right, it is coming up. Well, we wait for it to come up. Patch manager. Right, so you get patch manager, and then we can start with an overview. You might not actually see this, so therefore you will proceed. If you don't see that, if you don't see proceed with an overview, then you are allowed to continue. Okay, you are allowed to just continue. Okay, so in our case I don't have proceed with an start with an overview, so I'm just going to go to patch now, and then the next instruction is saying that patch now to patch the Linux instances with AWS Amazon Linux 2 default patch line base. So under basic configurations, we are going to take scan and install, and then reboot if needed. Under the instances to patch only the instances that I specify, and then under tags, we're going to create a tag here, patch group and Linux prod. So this is what we're going to be taking. Every other information we already have it. Okay, reboot if needed, patch only that I specify, and then under here I take the Linux prod. Right, so that is the instruction up to that point, and then you add now. Okay, so we can add those two, and then we can patch now. That is up to instruction 15. Okay, so a new display patch association panel with a status will come. Yeah, association summary. That is basically what this instruction is saying here. A scan install operation summary panel also display the status of the affected EC2 instance visually. Monitor this page until the patch operation of all 3 instances are complete. All right, so the status is still pending. 3 processes are still pending, still not. So therefore 2 are still pending. Success. Okay, 1 success, 2 pending. We have to be a little bit patient to just wait for these status to complete. As you can see, it is still in execution, and therefore we wait. Okay, so what next? In task 2, create a custom patch baseline for Windows. So we have our Linux instances that have already been created for us. So we're going to be creating a patch baseline for Windows, right? So success, 1 success, 2 still pending. Right, taking a little bit of time, so let us try to make it come a little bit faster. Right. Success 2 pending 1. Let us see comes. Right, so can wait for that. At step 2, at task 2, so we return to system manager. We can do the honorable thing of just yes, that is all we can do. Success 3, well, they're already 3, so good. So we can go back to our system manager, and as the system manager we navigate to node manager and patch manager, and then start with an overview. If it is not there, patch baselines tab. Okay, if it is not there, okay, because not a must that it be there, not a must that it be there. Okay, so this one start with an overview, is not there, patch baseline, create patch baseline. So then we go to patch baseline tab. This is the patch baseline. Okay, so then we want to create a patch baseline. So we come to the name. For what is the name, we take this name just as it is. We don't want a lot of complexities, so therefore we're just going to paste that. Description, so we've been given a description here. It is normally not optional, however it is good practice to just have a description to tell you what this is all about. And then operating system, so we have to choose Windows, and then we have to leave the default patch baseline unselected. Yeah, it is unselected as it is. And then after that, under the product, we select Windows Server 2019, select all, and severity critical, classification security update 3 days. Okay, so we search for these. You can just take that and then use, just to make your work much easier. Yeah, just to make your work much easier, select that, and then you make sure that this is not selected, so only this is selected. Yes, only this one is selected. Yes, so it is selected. Classification, it is security updates. Yeah, so classification is security. Okay, yeah, classification security update severity critical. Severity is critical, so we take critical right there. And then again, auto approval, enter 3 days. So we have auto approval. Okay, so we have 3 days. 3 days compliance report. Compliance report, we choose critical as well. Okay, so we choose critical as well. So there it is. So we have our Windows Server 2019 severity, security updates. Okay, that is classification. Severity is critical. Auto approval, proof purchase after specific number of days, which we have 3. And then compliance report, which is optional, we have critical. So then up to that particular point, now we are done with the task 22. All right, we are done with that particular bit there. Approval rules, we don't have any. Patch expectations, we don't have any. And then choose add rules. Okay, so we can choose add rule. Okay, all right, so we can just choose another one. And then here under add rules, product, we still search these. Okay, severity important, security update still. So products, all right. Okay, operating system. Let's just remove this rule and oh, okay, we add this rule. Yeah, so then that was wrong. Okay, so we have this, and just make sure that everything is okay. Well, good. Classification, security update, severity, we under the severity, we take important, security update, enter 3 days. And then compliance reporting is high. Okay, severity important, this is high, we take 3 days. 3 days. Okay, so we have our second rule. we have our second rule, and then create baseline patch. Okay, create baseline patch. So we go with the create baseline patch, and it seems like my lab has just ended, which creates a lot of problems for me. Yes, it's a lot of problems for me. Right, so once we've added our baselines as the instructions are saying here. So the first one is security updates, and then we have critical here we have important, critical, high, and 3 days. And then we can click on create baseline. So right, so that is a success there. I've already confirmed. So everything is set well, high, critical, important. And then we can click on create. Now we should be getting a message here, a success message, right? And then so we move again, okay, to patch baseline section. Select the Windows Server security updates, and then we can modify the patch groups. Okay, so we search for, basically come here and search for these. Yeah, because there's a drop down list there, so there's a list there. It can be long, so we come here and search for that. We filter it out. Still not yet. Windows Server security. Okay, Linux, right? Where is our Windows Server? So you realize that you have 18, but the ones that are here are just a couple of them. So let us search. Second Ubuntu, Linux. Let us search Windows Server security update. That is it. Okay, so here it is. So we select on it, and then after that, under the actions, we modify the patch group. Okay, under the actions, we modify the patch group, and then of course you're going to be adding a couple of things there. So modify patch groups section. Under patch groups, we enter Windows prod. Okay, so patch groups, we enter Windows prod, and then we can add it. So we have Windows prod there that we've already added, right? So then we can just close as we proceed to task 3. So here we have, all right, we have our Windows. Okay, we can just close that as we proceed to task 3. So at task 3, what are we required to do? Patching the Windows instances. So in this task, you can patch the Windows instances using the patch now feature based on the tag association with them. After configuration, Patch Manager uses the run command to call the run patch baseline document to evaluate which patches should be installed on the target instance according to each instance's operating system, directly or during the defined schedule maintenance window. So task 3.1, we have to tag the window instances. Okay, so we go to the EC2 and we go to the window instances, and then we just tag them. Okay, so that is what we are going to do, exactly as that. So we go to services, we go to computer, right? Mine is already there. So we search for the window instances, and then we go under tags and we modify the tags. So the running instances here, we can just navigate to the running instances. There are our running instances. Right, we can expand this, can just expand this for us to have you can start with this, and then under the tags, so under the tags you can manage the tags. So you can add a new tag here, you can paste, and then the value is Windows Prod. Alright, the value is Windows Prod. You enter that, you save, and then you come under the other instance, the window instances. Under other window instances, that was Windows 2, Windows 3. I go to Windows 3. You navigate to tags, you manage tags, you add a new tag, and use the patch group. There it is, and then the value is Windows Prod. Right, the value is Windows Prod. Just simple, very easy, and then we save. So we're remaining with one more instance to do this. That was Windows 2, so we have that is Windows 3, so we have Windows 1, and then we go to tags, we manage the tags, we add a tag, we take patch group. You make sure that you write these tags the way they are. The value is Windows Prod, just that way, and then yes, you can use that, and then we save now. Right, so we are basically done with 31 and 32, 33, all the way up to that. When you navigate back to your systems manager, patch manager, start with the overview. You can patch now, scan, and install. So you're going to patch the Windows just like the way what we did in the Linux instances. This is what we are still going to be doing in our now for our Windows instances, right? So as you can see, right, okay, patch now, scan and install, reboot if needed, patch only targeted, and then we specify patch groups and Windows Prod. Right, so patch now, scan and install, reboot if needed, patch the only ones that I specify, and then we have that, and we have Windows Prod, and at that particular point we can just patch now. Right, we can just patch now. So you must make sure that you add that, and then we patch now. Okay, we patch now. So new page, execution ID, a page in the state manager, a part of the system. This part here will open. Right, this is basically what we've been having. So you wait for it to finish the runs and the scanning that it does. Okay, I page the run command of the system, expand the output. Yeah, we will be having some output here that we can actually have a look at. Right, behind the scene, the patch manager uses the run command. Okay, you're right, still running. So let us give it a little bit of time. Execution ID, yeah, you'll get an execution ID there once this page is done. Yeah, execution ID, this is the execution ID that we're saying started, still pending, install is still done, still pending, still not done. Yeah, still not done. Oh, sorry for that. Okay, still not done. Okay, we should be seeing these letters. Okay, still pending. You can just refresh once more. So that we see succeeded. Other two are still pending. Right. So you can see this. Let us have a look at the execution ID. Let us just look at that. What is there? Okay. What is there? What is there? At the execution ID link. Okay. So this is what we get. Remember, we still have. Okay. So it has succeeded. Nothing has failed. Managed instances. Why is it that I don't have resource ID? Resource ID. How many have succeeded? Success is 2. We are supposed to be getting 3. Windows prod. Supposed to be getting a success of 3. Yeah, unless maybe the IDs. So we have the ID F61. Let me see which one. Resource ID Thursday. Let me just have a look at these. A66 and 8. Okay, managed instance success. Let me check the output. But I should be having a success of 3. I don't know why I'm getting 2. Position ID, right. So this is coming up. I hope there are no mistakes that I did. I can just try to verify these, verify the tags. Alright, verify tags, Windows prod. This is Windows prod already. Manage, patch, Windows prod, patch group, Windows prod. Okay, that is good. And then this other one. My internet seems to be very slow, but that is just that. That was Windows. What about here? Windows this. So if I manage patch group Windows prod, alright, we use that and we save that. Patch group Windows prod, right? That is Windows 3. What about Windows 2? Windows 2, here it is. Manage. Yeah. So see, there was something that happened here because this one did not actually pick. Yeah. So let me just say this. If this can will still go again, we paste is that, and then the value is Windows prod. Copy, and then we paste there. Everything we save. Yeah, there seems to have been a patch manager. We'll just try to run the patch again. Yeah, if you make mistakes like the one that I've done, that is okay. Patch only the instances that I specify, patch prod, and then we have Windows prod. Okay, so then we can add it now, and then we patch. Okay, good. So you can close that so that everything comes clean the way it's supposed to be. Right. The next steps after that is on task 4. Well, of course, in the output you'll see how the patch manager uses the run command to run the patch baseline operations. That is basically what we're going to be seeing here. Let us just bring it up. Just bring these up just in a bit. Hey, somehow, how comes that I did add that is still pending. Yeah, 3. You see now this is 3. This is good now. Ought to have taken that 3. Yeah. Nothing failed yet. Let us just try to refresh again. Refresh the run, pending still 3, in process nothing yet. Well, it will come through. It will come through. So we don't have any other choice. Of course, we don't have any other choice. As at now, okay, 2 success, 1 success, 2 still pending. We can try to see what happens with this one that is already okay. It's 3 success, 1 is still pending. So we can go at the output and check this output, how the AWS Systems Manager uses the run command to actually run. Okay, so response code, we have status, okay, Windows, and this is what we can see. The command output display a maximum, that's characters. Okay, so these are the way everything that is run here. Yeah, you can also check these execution, keep, okay, command, right. So this one is not a cause of an alarm. Everything is okay, as it's supposed to be. Everything is okay as it is supposed to be. So at stage 4, at task 4, starting from instruction 39, so we go to node management. Under node management, we choose patch manager, and then choose the dashboard, and then under compliance summary. So let me just close that. So node management, say node management, patch manager, all right, okay, and then patch manager, and then under the dashboard, choose the dashboard, and then we have the compliance summary. So we have the dashboard here, then we have the compliance summary, 100% compliant. So then we have you can actually see here we have 6 instances. Percentage is 100. That is basically what it is trying to tell us. 6. Okay, verify that all the Windows and the Linux are compliant. Okay, and then we have to choose compliance reporting tab. So we are here, compliance reporting. So this is where we can get our reports. Let me just clear this off. So yes, we are here. This is where we are. None is selected. We have all the 6 instances with their reportings that have been generated for us. Okay, all the arenas are compliance. Okay, all the 6 3 can show up. Scroll to the right in the node patching details panel to find each. Okay, so critical non-compliant count, security non-compliant count, other non-compliant, last operation date baseline. Okay, choose the node ID for one of the Windows nodes, and then in the node page that opens, choose the patch tab. Okay, so basically this is what we are supposed to be seeing. So all these yeah, critical non-compliant counts, critical non-compliant call, counts, security, other, and all that. Okay, baseline ID used. That is what we are supposed to be seeing there. Okay, and then in the node ID, okay, choose node ID for one of the windows. So we'll come to one of the windows. Node ID, so we have one of the windows. We can open that. In the node ID pages open, choose patch tab. Okay, there we are. And of course, as you've seen, this lab used to have issues, but it has been streamlined and everything just works perfectly. Okay, everything works perfectly and should not be encountering any problems. Okay, so then we can go choose purge tab. Okay, so here is where we are. Okay, right, we can try that again. There's a summary of everything within this particular node. Yeah, this patch tab, but basically we are done. We are actually done with choose patch tab. Let me just see these. Okay, ID. Okay, patches. I can check the patches. Update installed at 26. Okay, so the patches are here. These are the patches that have been installed here. Okay, so we can actually check even for the ones that we've done. They will be by dates. So install critical June, we don't want that. No, should be around somewhere here. Yeah, I guess about there. So scroll down. Okay, Wednesday and all that. Yeah, so basically that is what we are supposed to be checking, and we are actually done with this we're done with this lab. Yeah, that is just the last bit of it. There's nothing remaining again. There's nothing remaining within this particular lab.